um, as always, guys, before anything else, please don't forget to hit that like button, okay? Don't forget to hit that like button. It just takes you a second. Just hit the like, drop me a comment. If you don't have anything good to say, please just drop me at an email line. Come on, an emoji, okay? Maybe a happy one, laughing one. you guys, you guys already know the drill, right? But yeah, also don't forget to subscribe. Okay, we're trying to make it to 5,000 subscribers. Is that too much to ask for? It's a new year, right? 2026. But anyways, ah la la. um, yeah, 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 yeah. Oh my God, we're in the bear market, right? We're in the bear market. But anyways, what's up, guys? Welcome, welcome back to my channel. Before we proceed, please understand that this, my friends, is not financial advice. You are more than free to do whatever you like with your money. And so am I. And that being said, let's grab a sip of coffee from my Kaspa Maxi mug. Everything, guys, definitely everything. That's better with Kaspa. Today we're about to do the same thing we do every day. Yeah. 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 First, we're gonna look at the 24 hours market performance. Right after that, we will check on prices and details. And as when we are done with that, we'll check on our positions. Are we buying Lambos yet? Oh yeah. But before that, I've been telling you, right? I told you, anybody who is talking about bear market, I don't think they know what they're looking at. I don't think they understand the dynamics of the market. I don't think they are comparing notes in the right way, right? We've been talking about it on this channel right here. But the problem is that people don't have patience. People don't have enough patience to understand that market makers, or not just market makers, anybody who has big money, or not even, you don't even need big money for this, okay? If you have a time to look at the market, and you can roll from one asset to another, and you can kind of move your money accordingly, you'll make money. I told you the traders are different. You have day traders, you have 5 minute traders, you have scalp traders, you have long term traders. I mean, you can decide what kind you want to be. For me, I'm a long time trader because, first of all, on the stock market, my trading plan on the stock market is a 10-year window. Understand, my trading plan is not like a cycling like most people are. Okay, that's not me. When I trade the stock market, I look at it like what is going to happen in 10 years. And also another thing I also look at is my retirement plan. 5-10 years is like, you look at S&P 500, for example. When I trade that, I don't trade it for the how it moves in a yearly cycle, or in a 2 year cycle, or what the macroeconomy is doing. I don't do that. I trade it based on my plan of retirement, how what it looks like. Let's just say, if you look at what the QE and QT, what they're doing, okay, things like that. Okay, so that's the way I look at the stock market, or S&P 500. When it comes to crypto, it's also the almost kind of the same thing. On my spot trading, I look at a 10-year window. That's why when I got into Bitcoin, I told you I was going to sell it when it hit that 300 to $500,000, because I know from when I bought it till today, look at what the price has done, right? The same thing goes to Kaspa. When I got into Kaspa, generational wealth, I'm looking at it like, okay, short term, it's gonna make me a lot of money. That's for sure. Because long term, I'm gonna be a multi-millionaire, if not a billionaire, with Kaspa. Because, like I said, my goal is 5 million coins, right? And those 5 million coins, easily, surely, we get in there. Okay, so it's the way you look at it. Is the way you position yourself into it. And now, when you go into leverage position, which is a different thing, the same thing. I'm a long term. The market is lasts between, there's a last between 2 years up, 2 years down. Okay, that might have changed. A lot of people still think it has changed. I don't think it has, but hey, it is what it is. It hasn't changed for me because Bitcoin halving still the same. And then you have to see Kaspa is something that is emerging. We're about to see how everything is going to be working when it comes to Kaspa. Because like I've told you here many times, I think it's going to go from a Bitcoin cycling market to a Kaspa cycling market. So far, we cannot say much about Kaspa because we are just coming up, okay? Maybe from next bull run, that is when we are going to have a clear direction on what Kaspa is going to do. It's going to have that clear direction. Like, okay, we don't have that, like Bitcoin halving, we don't have that. The emission is programmed in a way it reduces very fast, very aggressively. So on Kaspa, we have to see once every coin is out, we are going to see what's going to happen. Like, okay, because I know a lot of people are going to come out with staking protocols. They're going to come out with this macroeconomy, projects, microeconomy projects. Different things are going to come out. And the ecosystem surely is going to look way different than it looks with Bitcoin. Therefore, the cycle is going to be pegged more with the quantitative tightening and quantitative easing of the federal governments. That's what is going to be pegged on. You have already seen it. Anytime there is an FOMC meeting, Kaspa moves different. You understand? So when you look at the Bitcoin cycling and you look at the way Kaspa behaves, I think Kaspa is going to be more tied to how the world economy, how the macroeconomy moves. Okay, so far, right now, is the time you have that chance to try to make that quick money. As far as this year 2026 goes, I told you things are going to be different. They are going to be very, very different. And only those with that keen eye, those who knows how to look way better, those who know how to look in the right place, those are the people who are going to make a lot of money out of this. Okay, everybody and their grandmama is busy trying to cry over there, looking like, oh, we are dead. Oh, we are going down. Oh, we are doing this. But nobody's really paying attention in the little things. Okay, I told you yesterday, do not go with the 99%. You have to go with the 1%. The entire market, everybody's busy shorting the market, and I'm looking at it. I'm going, basic trading 101. It tells you, okay, market makers, okay, come on. Market makers follow liquidity. That's what they do. Market makers don't just sit over there and say, okay, let's do this and let's do. No. They follow liquidity. One of the reasons why I don't use stop losses is because they're going to look. If I move the price even tiny much this way down, we're going to hit all these stop losses. We're going to hit all these liquidations and blah, 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 right? Or if you move the market that way up, we're going to do the same thing. So when you look at how prices are moving, you start to laugh about it. Like, okay, they have the money to do it. They have the money to either go up or go down. They have the money to do it. And then you start to looking at, okay, what's your plan? Now that you know what kind of trades are there, short term, long term, daily times. I mean, daily trades, hourly trades, 5 minute scalping, like I'm showing my boy how to 5 minute scalp Bitcoin or whatever assets. So now that you know all that, what is your plan? You have to make up your mind. Because again, it's not all about, oh, I get up from my bed, generational wealth, I'm going for it. No, it's not all about that. You have to make up your plan. I've told you, if you fail to plan, you are planning to fail. It's that easy. Do not do things just because MMJ is doing them. No, you have to be able to do things according to your risk tolerance, your patience tolerance, and then your pockets. Those two things. Your spending habits. For me, I don't drink, I don't smoke, I don't do drugs. So it's very rarely that you find me out there in a club or you find me out there in the restaurants. I don't do that. I like homemade food. That's what I like. You is different. So some people are going to sit there panicking because first of all, they're using the money they need for rent to trade. They're going to do that. Me, it's a different story. I open up a leverage trade. I sit there tight. I calculate something like, for example, Bitcoin. I already have the days on the calendar, okay, when my Bitcoin longs are going to be closed. That's why I'm a long-term trader. I already have the days on the calendar, okay, if I start shorting Bitcoin, when my Bitcoin shorts are going to be closed. So my cycling has already started way before anybody and their grandmama starts to think about it. That's me. Okay? So you have to really think about those kind of stuff. I told you, don't follow the crowd just because the crowd is doing this. And today, oh my God, you are not going to believe how many people are jumping bridges today. You're not going to believe it. Yesterday, oh yeah, Bitcoin is not going down, we are dropping this and that. And I told you, this thing is easy, very easy to spot. It's very easy. You've seen stock market rallying, going up like crazy, right? We've seen precious metal, gold, silver, copper running like mad cows, going up. And what do you see? The crypto market was like nosediving. Everybody was talking about money is going to trickle down. And I kept telling you, it is not going to happen because this run is different. We wanted the government to step in, right? We wanted regulations, we wanted policies, we wanted this and that. And they stepped in and they did step in. Okay, we saw people, ETF, paper Bitcoin, paper Ethereum, paper Solanas, Crashilandias, even the raccoon talking about ETFs, although I haven't seen one, but oh well, it's up to them in that camp. But anyways, we saw those things. And once we saw it, the excitement, okay, started pumping price. We saw Bitcoin go up to $125,000, okay? We saw Ethereum hit almost 5 grand. And then all of a sudden, boom, market was diving, right? Bitcoin went up 125, then crashed down. I think, how low did it go? 82,000 or 80,000, something like that. Correct me if I'm wrong, but it went down. Did you see altcoins run? Nope. Did you see Ethereum take the money from Bitcoin? Nope. Instead, what we saw every time macroeconomy news came out, yeah. Yeah, things like that. And I kept telling you, I kept repeating myself on it, and people did not believe me. Now we are in that same situation. Like I told you, you look at macroeconomy, guys. Look at macroeconomy. They are running on fumes. Okay, they are running on fumes. Okay, look, for example, the gold that we've been monitoring gold like crazy, right? Gold, where is gold? Right here. See, on the 1 hour, just like I told you, it's just like people don't look. When I trade, I don't use rocket science. I told you, right now you're looking at this. This is very like It always happens. Price drops, okay? It retests the moving average. If it doesn't break above it, down we went, right? And that's exactly what you're looking at right now. When you look at gold, you also look at that ribbon. Let me zoom it out for you for a second. Do you see it? See what's happening, right? Again, it's just you have to sit tight and watch it. If you look at it on the 4 hourly, because the 1 hour has already started, look at the 4 hour. You see the ribbon? See the ribbon, right? It has turned red and it hasn't even started to curve yet. This thing means, again, like I told you, two scenarios here. The first one is coming back. Price always get attracted to moving average or to see if it's going to bounce, okay? That's the first one. But the most likely scenario is simple. You look at the price, the moving average, price is going to go below it, retest, down we went. That's the second scenario. But you have to wait. Those of you who want to trade, you have to wait to see what's going to happen once it touches that moving average. But right now it seems like it's going to go even lower. This is textbook TA 101 that you don't even need to go far. I don't use, again, I'm not Albert Einstein. I don't use mathematical equation. It's just that simple. You look at it now. Now that the 1 hour is gone, the 4 hours following. Look at the daily. You see? Look at the daily. Ribbon stay green. Yep. But again, look at what it is doing. Okay. Here it started to go this way, right? That's where it has started to go. So this people are going to tell you what they want to say, but you have to look at what the moving average is. 3,600. So it's around 8,300 different. So let's see, if we break below the moving ribbon, let's see what price does once we hit that moving average. Is gold going to bounce? Is it going to go under there? And all that, my friends, all that, excuse me. Yeah, sorry about that. All that is going to depend on what the sentiments on the macroeconomy is. We started silver today. Today was the day that China starts to regulate silver, which not just regulate, block silver. Okay, it's not going to be like you think because you already know China. When they talk about regulate, okay, it's one way or the highway. That's their own way of doing politics, their way of manipulating stuff. Okay, so yeah, it is happening. And now you have it. What's going on with the market? What's going on with the crypto? I told you they have been compressing it, and they have a very short window to pump Bitcoin and all these assets. Well, let's just say Bitcoin, to pump Bitcoin to oblivion. And you already know, like Bitcoin, everything else is tied to its hip. Unfortunately, people have that mentality. Once Bitcoin begins to run, the rest of the market is going to go crazy. I told you about this. Nobody paid attention, right? Nobody paid attention. And everybody was like, yeah, we're doing this, and blah, blah, blah. What do you see now? I told you, when the market is red, that is when the opportunity of being the 1% presents itself. That is when millionaires are made. That's when a lot of money is made. If you can read the market, if you can read the way price is moving, if you can read it. I told you, we never been in a bear market in extreme fear. Let's look at this. Let's look at it right quick. Fear and greed index. Let's see, fear and greed, where we are today. Come on, not you. Okay, not stock market. See, stock market has begun to drop. Yesterday we were neutral, right? We are starting to go into fear. I told you. Once the money leaves that stock market, it's going to go into crypto. You will see. Now, if you look at Bitcoin, you'll see this. What do you see? We have started living that extreme fear. Now we are in fear. You see, they don't have enough time. They are going to pump it. I told you we'll never be in a bear market when we are in extreme fear. We never did that. When Bitcoin gets there, that extreme greed, that's when we're going to be in bear market. Right now, look at it. We are not talking in a language that you cannot understand. I'm speaking plain English. Look at it. You see, we're now going from extreme fear to fear. You see, it didn't take that long. So they don't have much time for this. These people got to make their money. So you have to set yourself, you have to position yourself in that lead, in that lane, or else today you're going to be among those jumping those bridges today, right? Patience. We have said it here many times. Trading is not for everybody. To become a multimillionaire is not that easy. It's not something that anybody will tell you, know what, yeah, just sit there, cross your legs, and you'll become a multimillionaire. Now, it takes patience. It takes endurance. It takes a mindset that nobody else has. Yesterday, I bought more Kaspa when the price was going down. What did you do? You were crying about it, right? Now, what do you see? And this, my friend, is just the start of it. It's just the start. Because again, I keep telling you, they are going to pump Bitcoin 150, 160,000, maybe a little bit over it. They are going to pump it. Whether we like it or not, they are going to do it. But yet, you have people crying about it. You have people rolling over. And they get, oh, at 20 cents, oh yeah, I will buy Kaspa. Oh my God, I will sell my foot if Kaspa should go back down to 4 cents or 1 cent. Here we are today. You're crying about it. Now you see it has started to move again. Not just Kaspa, the entire crypto market is moving. Because again, I told you, it's not going to trickle down. Bitcoin goes up, coins are also going to go up. Utility coins, you have to be in the right camp. I told you, in my camp, Kaspa, Quant, Jasmine, and Cash. In that order. I told you. If you want to do different, hey, that's up to you, right? I'm not your financial advisor. You have to look at it. Oh, if you don't. Yeah. Yeah. You see what's happening, right? I try to tell you. Anyways, yeah, let's go right quick. Let's go look at the market. Let's see how the market has been performing for the past 24 hours. Okay, to do that, we are gonna need our good friend Crypto Bubbles. See, I told you. Look at it on the daily. Look at it on the weekly. What do you see? I tried to warn you, right? you kind of compare things. Fear and greed index. Look at the macroeconomy. Look at everything around you. But oh well, it's up to you, right? You are more than free to do whatever you like with your money, anyways. Now, let's start first with King Kaspa, KAS. King Kaspa. We see here for the past hour, 0.6% down, 3.1% up on the day, 1.4% up on the week. Okay, 18.8% down on the month, and 61.9% down on the year, sitting at the market cap of $1.19 billion and the 24 hours volume traded at $14.97 million. Okay, look at QNT, the banker's coin, and the coin a lot of people love to hate. The same situation for the past hour, 0.1% down, 7.8% up on the day, 3.5% up on the week, 23.5% down on the month, and 35% down on the year, sitting at the market cap of $1.09 billion and a 24 hours volume traded at $17.46 million. We look at Cubic, high risk, high reward. Let's see what's going on in that camp. We have here 0.3% down the last hour, 7% up on the day, 0.1% down on the week, 15.2% down on the month, and 77% down on the year, sitting at the market cap of $88.12 million and 24 hours volume traded at $2.24 million. Now we look at Jasmine, the Japanese Bitcoin, and we have here 0.3% down the last hour, 4.5% up on the day, 1.6% down the week, 20.2% down on the month and 82.7% down on the year, sitting at the market cap of $290.65 million and a 24 hours volume traded at $17.85 million. Now we look at Jonathan's pet turtle, which he calls Bitcoin, and I call the orange guy. There you go. For the last hour, laying flat, doing nothing. On the day, it is 1.1% up, 1.9% up on the week, 4.3% down on the month, and 5.9% down on the year, sitting at the market cap of $1.77 trillion and a 24 hours volume traded at $21.71 billion. Now, if you pay attention, look at that. The yearly on all the coins that we mentioned, you see that? They have started to go down towards the positive, right? And another crucial thing, look at the 24 hours volume. I keep telling you, once the volume is that low, something big is about to happen, right? But people don't pay attention to it. Nobody does, right? Everybody's busy chasing those green candles. Everybody's busy either trying to see, oh, Bitcoin is going up, Bitcoin is going down. We're in the bear market. What do you see? Are you among the people who are like laughing, or are you among the people who are, yeah, Kasogo, yeah? That's the funny part of it, okay? But anyways, let's go look at prices in details right quick. Trading view. Okay, we are going to combine it, both trading view and then the signals for those of you who are doing day trading. Because if you followed yesterday, I told you, right? But anyways, look at Bitcoin dropping, okay, Dixie going up. That's what we want to see, an inverse correlation. We want to see prices going in opposite direction, okay? That means, yeah, things are looking very good, okay? Now if you look at the charts, we're going to start first with Kaspa. See, I told you. Do you see? This is the 1 hourly. I told you. So, but still, do not get excited yet, okay? We broke above the moving average. I told you, look at the ribbon. It has already started to turn green, right? Just like I told you it's going to happen. Price always gets attracted to the moving average. This never fails. But now we broke above it. For me, I want to see the price come back down, retest the moving average, and jump from there. Okay, but as you guys can see on the hourly, we have just turned bullish. As you guys can see, ribbon turning green. You look at moving average facing upwards, and it also started to go. Okay, if you look at it on the 4 hourly, since the 1 hour just started, give it a chance. Just wait. Let's extend this, as you guys can see, and let's put this here on the breakout point. Let's see. Okay, you guys can see price is also starting to move upwards. Okay, it's starting to go towards the moving average, and if you look at the ribbon, it has also started to curve upwards. Right now the moving average is sitting at 4.6 cents. I told you, if Kaspa crosses 5 cents, there's a lot of money to be made, a lot of liquidity, a lot of shorts to to jump bridges from there. But yeah, everything is moving according to plan. If you go on the daily, you're looking at this move that we just started right now is going to have a target of 5.2 cents, exactly where that liquidity is. Okay, so yeah, the daily is also moving. Things are playing out like I told you. This 2026 is going to be crazy. When I say crazy, it's going to be crazy, and it's not going to take that long. Okay, it's not going to take that long. Anyways, so if you start to look at it that way, like I said, anything under 12 cents is just noise. As you guys can see, it's a falling wedge that Kaspa is in. Okay, you've seen it, price bouncing in between support and resistance. We just bounced on the resistance. Now we're trying to try to support, see if we can break above it, use that's support, and then keep on going. So that's what we are moving right now. So 12 cents for me, anything under that is nothing but noise. After that, we do have 15 cents. Above that, 18, 19 cents before we start looking at all-time high and then into price discovery. Everything is playing according to plan. Okay, I don't know about you, but I'm sitting tight and I'm watching. Now, if you go look at Quant QNT, we do have here this one. Same. Yeah. See, I told you. See, it is turning again. Excitement, right? We're excited, but yeah, see the ribbon is moving. Turn green is moving upwards. Moving average is also curving, but I want to see this price come back down and retest the moving average. I want to see that, or else it's just gonna be another pain. But anyways, so far things are playing out the way I told you. With price always get attracted, right? The hourly has reset. Look at the 4 hourly. If you look at it right quick, 4 hourly, look at that ribbon. It's about to turn green, and like I told you, but by the time this thing turns green, price will be up there. 70 $80. It's going to be up there, be gone, like 75 $80 or even above. Things are playing according to plan. I told you they are going to pump it. Okay, so anyways, if you look at it on the daily, you also see the same thing, right? Look at that ribbon. Clearly it has started to curve, but 4 hours has to reset first, and then it will go up there, retaste the moving average. Ribbon will turn green and blah blah blah. You guys already know the drill. Right now, it's for me just sitting back and watching the price action. Okay, weekly you can also see the same thing. So anything under $125 is nothing but noise to me. Nothing but noise. Above $125, we do have that 155. Okay, above 150, 151. Above that 164, and then 176. Once we cross those prices, 230 is going to be next. As long as we cross that without any problem, we'll be looking at all-time high, which is sitting above that 420 or $400. Okay, before we get into price discovery. So you have to sit tight, relax. Sit tight and relax. You're gonna make that money. I told you, right? Anyways, looking at Bitcoin right quick, what do we have here? Same thing. What do you see? Although for me, Bitcoin is still heavily manipulated, so it's not time to jump in happiness yet. I want to see Bitcoin cross that $101,000 before we start looking at being happy. But so far, we are just, for me, yeah. See, it's just price swinging. Okay, until we can cross that $90,000, I wouldn't celebrate yet. But so far, we can see ribbon is turning green again, and this time it's above the moving average, which is okay. It's a bullish momentum. Look at it on the 4 hours. Yeah, I want to see it go again, retry the moving average, although you can see it clear that the moving average has started to curve. You can see it. So yeah, let's see how price plays out here, because this is where manipulation happens very easily. I still stand by it. They are going to pump Bitcoin to that 150, 160,000, or even a little bit above it. Okay, I'm still very positive on it. Okay, that's why I say we are not in the bear market. The beginning of the last leg of Bitcoin. Because once they start suppressing it, because you can see stock markets right now is taking a breather. People are taking money, rotating it from stock market, precious metal into crypto asset. That's what's happening. Excuse me. Now let's go right quick. For those of you for day traders, let's go look at the day traders signals. Excuse me for a second. Okay, as promised. Okay, I promise I'll be giving you guys for those of you day trading, I'll giving you my signals the way I see them, so you can make your decision accordingly, right? So we're going to start first with Kaspa. Let me take all my indicators off first. Let me take my off. Let's take that one off too. Okay. First of all, when you do this, you first look at the volume profile. You guys can see the volume has been seeing a lot of green than red, right? So I told you when the volume is low, you have to really look at it. But as you guys can see here, see there is more buying than selling. So it has been happening. As a matter of fact, that's why you see price action taking off. Come on, not this one. You see price action taking off like that. Okay, you see that. But now on the day trade, as I told you, first you have to look at first one is MACD. Okay, this is on the 1 hourly. Yesterday we were looking at it, and I was telling you, you see it was switching over. That was, if you look right above it, price was right there. And I told you, nice. As a day trader, now is the time I would have opened a trade, okay, and watch it go. Because right. So yeah, if you had opened a trade, you would be happy today. No, you don't just use MACD. Now you look at RSI. If you put in your RSI, the same thing goes, right? You remember I was telling you, look at it right there. It was beginning to squeeze, it's about to go up, right? That's another one that you would have looked at as a day trader and tried to capitalize on it. I told you, if I didn't have a trade, I would have opened one, okay? Because again, it shows you right there. Now, if you look at the next one, it's going to be the Bollinger Bands. You need to add, what is my Bollinger Band indicators? Right there. The Bollinger Band, exact thing. I was telling you, we were retesting the bottom of the Bollinger Bands. And they was squeezing. Therefore, yeah, the control point price was getting above it. Go look at the video yesterday. You would have seen people pay $40, $50 a month for somebody to tell you this kind of simple things. But here I'm giving them for free. It's up to you to take the risk if you want to. But anyways, that's what's happening right now. Now you see it. We are going up. But those of you right now, if I was a day trader, opened that trade yesterday, I would have closed it today and watch for the price to come back down to the control point in the middle of the Bollinger Bands. That's what I would have seen. I would have done. Once it comes back there, I would open another one and also try to target the top of the Bollinger Bands again. So yeah, it's going to reset. That's how it goes. This is on the 1 hourly. If you go on the 4 hourly, you can also see the same thing happening, right? You see, on the, yeah, like I was telling you yesterday, we were at the bottom of the bands right there. That's where we were, right? And now see, we're retesting the top of the bottom, the top of the band. You're gonna see it's gonna retest the middle, see if it's gonna hold it as support, and then keeps on going. We also pay attention of the MACD. See the MACD and RSI. It has started to curve a little bit. That means price is gonna take a little breather to go and retest that the middle of the bands. And also you can look at the RSI, although it's a little bit the RSI is a little bit sorry, if you can look at the MACD, it's going up, but the RSI is trying to take that breather. Okay, so you have to make moves according to this kind of stuff. Like I told you, it's that simple. If you use these indicators, you can scalp the market daily. But for me, you have to really sit on top of the screen to monitor these things. That's why I don't do it. I'm not a fan of day traders. Okay, now if you look at it on the daily, it gives you even a bigger perspective. As you can see, a bigger move is coming. Bigger move. Why? You see the Bollinger Bands? They are squeezing like really tight. And also you can also see that we are above the price control, above the middle of those Bollinger Bands, going to test the top of the band. So it's up to you, whatever you want to do. Like I told you yesterday, okay, if you would have made, if you would have taken a trade yesterday, you would have made some money out of it. Again, look at the profile on the volume. Normally when you see volume doing this, going down, again, it means a bigger move is coming. So anyways, it's up to you if you want to trade it or not. Anyways, now let's go look at quant QNT, see what's going on in that camp. And we do have here quant. Okay, let's start on the hourly. Same thing, like I told you. See, it is funny. I told you yesterday we were looking at it and I said, look at MACD. MACD was very oversold. RSI was also oversold. It was still curving. Look at it going up. Bollinger Bands was showing you again the same thing, right? So it is up to you. Use the same tactics like in Kaspa to trade any coin you want to trade. Look at those indicators. They will show you the same, right? If you look at it on the 4 hourly, you will also see the same thing. It is like crazy, right? The same thing. It doesn't change. Okay, instead of me repeating myself on all of them, you will see they are all doing exactly the same thing. These indicators work for any coin. They work. Or if you want to use it for the stock market, they also work. So for me, this is how I show you. This is my daily, like I said, those of you day trading, I usually give you a heads up, okay? Give you a heads up what's going to happen next. Again, you see, we had a buy signal. And I told you guys yesterday, buy signal showed up. It's time for that trade, right? Look at the MACD, look at the RSI, look at the Bollingers. We were at the bottom of the bands. And as you guys can also see, we are about to push very up on top of those bands. So yeah, I'm sitting tight, but I'm not a day trader, right? I'm just doing this because a lot of you requested for it. Like, okay, it would be a nice thing if I give you day day trading signals. And again, I'm not your financial advisor. You can do whatever you like with your money, right? So we have covered Kaspa, we have covered Quant or Jasmy. If you want to look at Jasmy too, although it is the same thing, right? Jasmy, JAS here, and we are sitting on exactly the same thing. Remember, I told you when I trade, I do not use rocket science. See, MACD, RSI, they are always resetting yesterday. I was telling you about it, and also even the Bollinger Bands. We were sitting at the bottom of the bands. Now, for Jasmine, something interesting is happening. If you look, you will see it's a pole and a flag, right? So for me, if I was a day trader, I would have taken profits and then wait for the price to come and retest the control point of the Bollinger Bands. That's what I would have done. But hey, it's up to you. If you want to keep this trade open, that's also a good idea because you have a lower entry point, and you can also see that the ribbon, okay, I'm sorry, the Bollinger Band is facing upward. So yeah, the two options, is up to you. You can keep the trade open and see how it is going to go, because right now I can see the Bollinger Band go up and squeeze and do something like this, price come down and do something like that, and then get into it again. So it's up to you what you want to do. For me as a day trader, to be honest, I think I would have kept it open to see what the market does. Okay, but so far everything is looking great. If you look at it on the 4-hourly, you will also see the same thing, which again, now you see price is going up there to test the top of the Bollinger Band. So therefore, I will keep the trade open, see how it plays out from here. Although we already know the drill, right? We already know Bitcoin can come out anytime today and decide, you know what, the hell with this shit, and then people start jumping bridges again. But anyways, as you guys can see, everything is playing like I told you. Those of you, let me know in the comments below if you like this daily signals, if it's a good thing. If it is not, yeah, we'll stop doing them. Okay, but again, I just don't want people paying for something so easy as that. Okay, I don't charge you for it. It takes a couple of minutes, and you look at the market and give people your perspective. Again, I'm not your financial advisor, so you are more than free to do whatever you like with your money. All I'm doing is telling you, if I was a day trader, what I would have done. Okay, anyways, now let's go right quick. Let's go look at my positions. But before we do that, like I usually say, please stay away from leverage trading. If you don't know what you're doing, just stick to spot. You're still gonna make money anyways, right? Because on leverage trading is the easiest way you can lose your money. It's the easiest way. Anyways, now if you want to try them, if you want to learn, down below I do have the links. Bydfi, which I do recommend, is good for beginners. Phemex, Wix, and Margex, in that order. That's how good they are, in that order. Now follow the links below. If you don't follow, you are not going to get the money. Follow the links below and sign up. Once you sign up, you meet their deposit requirements. Once you meet it, they're going to give you free money. You get the free money, my friend. Patience, like I always preach on this channel, you need to be patient. You get free money, take $20 out and start to practice. Open trade, close trade, stop losses, trailing stop losses, all that mambo jumbo that goes with it. Start to practice. Once you are good enough with it, if you can turn 20 into 40, 40 into $80, 80 into 160, and so on and so forth, then you are ready to increase the amount of money you are using on your positions, right? You're ready to increase that. So again, do not go leverage if you don't know what you're doing. Okay, or else, my friend, there is always a spot for you in Rec City. That is a given. It never fails. Okay, anyways, now let's go look at my positions. First, we're going to start with my Bydfi, which you guys already know. I am trading King Kaspa, Quant, and Jasmine. Yesterday my position was down $4,200. As you can see, today we are up $5,900. Let's refresh that real quick. See, I told you I am an aggressive trader. My trades moves according to the market. But anyways, we can see that here on Kaspa, we are breaking even, okay, $6 in profits. Everything is looking great. On Quant, we are still not doing that great, but everything is looking better. You guys remember yesterday, this position was down 5,500, but today we are down, we're still down, but it's $4,600. We are moving up slowly, okay? And the last but not the least, the Jasmine position, we are up $124, and yeah, we're moving slowly, and you can pause it and look. I trade at 50x and I don't use stop loss. Now let's go to the next one. It's going to be on Phemex. On Phemex, you guys know I'm trading King Kaspa. I'm also trading King Kaspa. I'm not trading Quant and Jasmine. Okay, my position, you see, today I am up $2,500 approximately. Let's refresh that to just make sure. Yep. Now you go look at those contracts. You will see that here on my Jasmine, I am up $161. Not bad, right? On Kaspa, I'm still down $19. It's getting, we are going to, we are getting there, right? And on Quant, I am up $125. You guys remember, I opened that trade with you guys yesterday also. Everything is looking great. And just like Bydfi, I trade at 50x in all my positions and I do not use stop loss, right? You guys can see. Now, last but not the least, let's go look at Wix exchange. On Wix, you guys know I am trading King Kaspa, Quant, and Cubic. See, my overall has also started to move. Today, I am up $1,900, okay, approximately. And if you look at those contracts, you will see that here on my Cubic, I am up $32. Yeah. Again, it's a little money on that. Okay, you can see on Quant, I am also up. It has gone from negative yesterday. Today we are up $32. Yeah, it is still doing its thing. Okay, and if you look at Kaspa, I am still down $85. Yeah, again, if you want to, you can pause it and you will see I trade at 50x in all my positions. Nothing more, nothing less, and I don't use stop losses. That's me. Now the last one, let's go look at my son's Acorn account. Like I told you guys, I'm teaching him how to trade ETFs and bonds and stuff like that, stock market. So let's see, today he's still up $688. Wow, the boy is doing good. He's doing good. And if you look at those positions, you will see that here, open it up right quick, is up 2.73%. On the stock market, he's up $549. On the bond market, he's up $138. So yeah, we choose large companies, which is the VOO, also known as S&P 500. Is doing pretty good on that one. Medium companies, $41, and you have small companies, we have $20 on that, and international companies, we do have $165. Okay, you also look at the bonds. ISTB, which is short-term bonds, $41. AGG, US aggregate bond, $96. I know somebody was talking about yesterday saying that they inboxed me and saying those were little. Hey, don't forget, he's a 9-year-old boy. It's a kid. For him, $90 is a lot of money. So, and on top of that, you have to look at it this way. It is just him learning the basics, him learning that sooner than later I might not be around or I might get too old and stuff like that. He knows I'm trying to teach him how the world works. And if you pay attention to things, you will also see something here. If you look, let's say in the next 6 years, if he keeps it up, let's just say he stops investing and he just let the account lay, in the next 6 years, it will go from $688 to $12,000. Now, if in the next let's say 20 years, 19, 20 years, 21 years, he'll be up $85,000. And that is if he stops putting money into it. But if he continues putting money into it like he's doing right now, every Monday out of his allowance, he's putting $30 in there out of his allowance, because I pay him for studying. I try to motivate him, like, okay, you do your chores, you read your books. I mean, if you get me an A plus, you get some more money. If you give me a C, I take money out of your allowance. And since he doesn't want to lose money, he studies. You make your bed, wash your dish after you're done eating, clear the table, and you have chores. You have to clean the living room and all stuff like that. So yeah, I teach my son how to be a responsible adults when that time comes. Right now, those behaviors you need to implant into them. I'm not trying to teach you how to raise your kid. Everybody has their own method. This, my friends, is the method I am implementing to make sure that my son is better than me, to make sure that my son does way better than me in life, to make sure that my son, by the time he's 20 years old, his bank account will look 10,000 better than where my bank account was when I was 20 years old. Understand? So everybody has their own methods, and I hope you want to copy my ways, you can. But hey, I don't know if it's going to work for you. For me, it works because I can see the results. We started this Acorn accounts not even a couple of weeks ago, and he is growing it up to $600 and some right now. So something is working. Okay. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching my videos. Please don't forget to subscribe. I am trying to make it to 5,000 subscribers. Okay. Also, don't forget to drop a comment. If you don't have anything positive to say, drop an emoji. Happy one, angry one. I read all of them. I've been a little bit busy. I haven't been able to do questions and answers, and I think we'll probably do that tomorrow or next. Okay, as you guys, I just got up from work and it's a little bit tidy up here. So also don't forget to like. Okay, it doesn't take you much, just 1 second. Click that like button. We are getting 500-600 views. Let's get 500-600 likes. Okay, also don't forget to share so that all the millionaire minded attitude like you and yours truly, we all can see these videos and the family can grow. Until I see you in my next one, please take very good care of yourselves. Okay, bye bye.